Would Anakin have been forcefully expelled as Obi-Wan claimed at the end of Attack of the Clones and as Padme said in Revenge of the Sith? To know the answer, we need to look at what happened to other Jedi who had children and formed similar attachments. In Legends, there are more than a few Jedi who had children. They were married and they suffered a wide range of consequences as a result. But now in canon, we have our first official Jedi who not only had a child, but also formed a strong attachment with them, which led to trouble for both parent and child and caused problems for the Jedi Order. Her name was Eula Braylon, and she was a Jedi Master who sat on the High Council and was one of the Order's best seekers. No, not the Harry Potter type of seeker, but a Jedi seeker was someone who traveled throughout the galaxy seeking Force sensitives to recruit the Jedi Order. I'm getting some pretty good X-Men vibes from this, but here we go. During her travels throughout the galaxy, Braylon had a son named Arath, who she would later bring to the Jedi Temple to be trained, hiding from everyone the fact that he was her son. As he grew up, Arath trained alongside Dooku, but they weren't very good friends, since Arath was jealous of Dooku's powers, and honestly, was kind of a jerk to Dooku. He was like his main bully. Master Braylon secretly kept a close eye on her son during these formative years, and assigned herself to be around him constantly to take care of him. Once he became a Jedi, though, and left the temple away from Mommy, his punk attitude eventually caught up to him when he began to gamble and got mired in gambling debts. Despite for a solution and to save face with the Jedi, Arath robbed an ambassador to pay them off. When Master Braylon learned of this, she put her son before the Jedi and helped him cover it up, and further tried to help him pay off other debts. Their attachment to each other superseded the Jedi Order. When the Jedi finally found out, she actually lost her seat on the Jedi Council, and he was sentenced to work in the Jedi Archives. But notice what didn't happen. Neither of them were kicked out of the Jedi Order. How? There wasn't a war going on at this time, so there wasn't an intense need to keep them, nor was Arath a super powerful Jedi, and the same, maybe, couldn't be said about his mom. One thing is for sure though, their attachment to each other had brought disgrace to the Order, yet they still remained. So now I ask, would the Jedi Order really have kicked out Anakin if they found out he was married to Padme and was going to have a baby? Both relationships were strong forms of attachment, something expressly forbidden by the Jedi. But a key difference here is that Anakin was the chosen one, and he was the hero during the Clone Wars. This could have either worked for him or against him. I mean, on one hand, we know that the Jedi were desperate for new recruits. Jedi were dying, they were spread way too thin throughout the galaxy, and the Order advanced younglings to Padawans much earlier than normal so they could get into the battle sooner. This means that the Jedi probably couldn't have afforded to get rid of Anakin, especially with his level and prestige. He wasn't just any Jedi, he was the chosen one.